let go, or be dragged. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sapphire. Happy belated Lughnasadh, aka Lammas. And I am back from a hiatus. As you can tell, broken glasses. I recently moved a couple of months ago, and my glasses broke in the moving process, and I haven't had a chance to replace them just yet, but that will be happening very soon. But yeah, I'm at a new place, a new unit that I'm renting, and it's just been a little bit of a process, adjusting, lots of ups and downs, but I'm settling in nicely, and I really love it here. I've also recently joined the Democratic Socialists of America, so I've had a lot of feeling like I should do more in my community and in the world at large than I have been, and now I'm getting more involved, putting those feelings into action, and fighting for the collective, for the greater good. So the title of this video is essentially a great one-sentence summary of what I'll be talking about a lot in this video, but I will also be talking a lot about the importance of dopamine detoxes and touching grass, literally. Finally, I will be wrapping up with commentary on the upcoming solar eclipse in Leo and how it will be a powerful, beautiful, spiritual and astrological threshold and turning point for letting go of what doesn't serve your highest, most authentic good, and what doesn't serve both our highest individual good, both for ourselves and in service and in leadership to the collective and the conscious universe, and for shedding what doesn't serve the collective and shedding what holds us back. We will also be called to step into the returning light of our highest, most authentic, best lives, and our highest, most authentic, and most vibrant power and expressions of ourselves. Again, both to serve our highest good, but also to lead and serve the highest good of the collective and that of the conscious universe as a whole as we move forward into the future. It truly will be a very powerful moment in metaphysical cosmology. Well, before I go on and go into it any further, please take a moment to like this video if you enjoy this content, comment down below your thoughts and feelings, subscribe and turn on the bell if you resonate with this type of content and you would love to see more like it, and even donate if you feel called. Namaste. Blessed be. Well, first off, I'd like to start by saying social media and your phone notifications aren't that important. Just existing is. It is very important in my mind to take regular vacations or breaks or stays of complete abstinence even from all social media from time to time for at least a couple of days at a time or even a couple of weeks at a stretch. Instead, just sit with the present moment. The real magic is there anyway. The real magic is out there in the real world, so touch some grass, literally. Hug a tree, literally. Retreat into nature and enjoy the silence, the stillness, the peace, and serenity. Your phone and your computer are largely just shiny, addictive little traps, unless consciously and mindfully used as tools for self-care, intentional production, intentional communication, and consuming legitimately educational content or intriguing philosophical, metaphysical, and spiritual content, and for some good tunes from time to time as well. And when you come back from your digital dopamine detox, your phone and your computer will still be there. When you come back to them, I encourage you all to closely and consciously curate your digital presence and consumption patterns and habits, and closely tailor your notifications to what's important to you and your path and your journey in life. Drastically reduce your consumption of social media and even the news, taking special care to especially avoid clickbait headlines, titles, and posts that are meant to trigger fear, sadness, and anger in people. I would argue that it is important to be a well-informed citizen, but not at the expense of your sanity, and especially not if you're liable to just be misinformed anyway. And I think that is advice we could all take to heart, as we navigate and move forward in our lives in such a crazy day, such crazy days with very chaotic, just a very chaotic world and political moment, and just overall generally pretty turbulent times that we're in. We need to calm, ground, and center ourselves and put some space and distance between the notifications and the news and the social media, at least for a few days at a time, if not a few weeks at a time, and then come back to it more conscious about how we navigate and move forward with these tools. Okay, now coming into the core of my idea for this video, the core talk about this video, meat and potatoes, if you will. Let go of your plans. Let go of ideas of how things should be, and let go of any rigid self-improvement routines. Self-improvement routines, they are important, but don't let them be rigid. Let them be flexible to the movements and the path of life. Life just doesn't work like that with these rigid plans, and life makes a mockery of the best laid plans, as I have learned all too well with my recent process of moving in the past couple of months. All kinds of crazy, unexpected things came up, and they were dealt with in due time in their course, including this, which will be resolved in a week or so, and I will have new glasses. Yay. But life has really been hammering home this point about letting go of your plans and letting go of any rigid self-improvement routines or ideas of how things should be in the past couple of months, and especially in the past couple of weeks. It's really dawned on me, and the idea of this video has coalesced. Instead, live from your heart, live in the moment, lead with love, embrace your joy, choose, embrace, and step into your highest, most authentic truth and power and highest timeline with love, courage, enthusiasm, and optimism. Ultimately, go with the flow. Certainly let go of attachments and vices that do not serve you or even harm you or distract you from your intended path, and certainly improve yourself as life and the next level you intend to arrive at demands, but improve slowly, steadily, gradually, and organically without a fixed plan in mind. A little structure, at least for the critical elements and important day in and day out routines, is helpful, even essential, but otherwise, just let things unfold naturally and organically. Just let go and go with the flow, but always remember that in every moment of every day, you and I, we get to choose how we navigate, act, and show up in the world. So live freely and unbound, but make every moment of every day in your life count and let it add to the paint on the canvas. Another expression of the beautiful tapestry or collage that is your life story that we are all painting as we go. That is ultimately the theme of today's talk in one form or another, whether I'm talking about the important life lessons I've taken to heart lately and wish to share with you all, or whether I'm talking about the astrology of the upcoming solar eclipse in Leo that is gonna hit us all powerfully and hopefully for the best. So now I'll be moving on to my commentary on the upcoming solar eclipse in Leo. So the solar eclipse in Leo will be taking place on August 12th So just in just a few days now, it will be a total solar eclipse, but it will only be visible as a total solar eclipse in a few places on Earth: Eastern Greenland, Western Iceland, Northern Spain, Northeastern Portugal. And in many other parts of the globe, the solar eclipse will be visible, but as a partial solar eclipse, including parts of the northern US and most of Europe. The solar eclipse in Leo signifies profound shifts in identity, leadership, and self-expression. It encourages individuals to release old patterns and embrace new beginnings, particularly affecting those with strong Leo influences in their charts. And I myself, as a sidereal sun sign Leo and Leo rising, according to sidereal astrology, I'm already feeling it even though it hasn't happened yet, to be honest. The total solar eclipse occurring on August 12, 2026 in the sign of Leo is a significant astrological event. This eclipse is expected to bring profound changes related to identity, leadership, and self-expression. It serves as a powerful catalyst for transformation, encouraging individuals to release outdated patterns and embrace new beginnings. So some key themes to look for as you move forward into August 12th and in the days following in the wake of the solar eclipse are some radical transformations in identity and self-expression. The eclipse in Leo emphasizes personal identity in the way individuals express themselves. It invites a re-evaluation of how one presents themselves to the world. Another key theme is leadership and authority. This eclipse challenges existing notions of leadership and authority, prompting individuals to consider their roles and responsibilities in these areas. And a final theme to look for as we move forward into this solar eclipse: this eclipse encourages letting go of past behaviors and beliefs that no longer serve one's growth, making way for new opportunities. As I mentioned, the sign that will be most powerfully affected by the solar eclipse in Leo is Leo. Leos will experience a complete identity reconstruction, facing significant changes in self-perception. And as a sidereal sun sign Leo and rising sign Leo myself, according to sidereal astrology, I'm already feeling these changes underway, and look forward to that, developing and blossoming, transforming in an even more powerful way as I move forward to the solar eclipse and in the wake of it. I've really just experienced profound inner changes, but also changes in the way I've been showing up in the world and trying to make a difference in my community. And Aquarius will also be experiencing profound shifts because of the solar eclipse. Aquarius will encounter shifts in partnerships and relationships, prompting a reassessment of connections. Aries will also be affected. For Aries, this opens up new creative avenues and opportunities for personal growth. And Scorpio too will be affected. Scorpios may experience professional transformations and shifts in career direction. So in conclusion, this powerful total solar eclipse in Leo on August 12th, 2026 marks a pivotal moment for personal and collective transformation. It encourages individuals to embrace change, redefine their identities, and step into their authentic selves. This eclipse marks a significant period and opportunity for growth and transformation. And also, not to be too much of a prognosticator of future events, but I foresee that the total solar eclipse in Leo will also have profound effects, profound ripple effects through the collective as we move forward. I see this really changing how the collective steps into their power and shows up in the world. And goes toe to toe really against entrenched wealth and political power, and we come into our own power as the collective. We the people are stronger than those in charge. We the people are responsible for what we put out in the world, and the world we wish to create, along with others. So we as the collective need to come to realize once again that we the people and we the workers as a whole are stronger together, united, than we are divided and fighting against each other. All of us together are far stronger than those in charge, and they don't want us realizing our power. But I think this solar eclipse in Leo is really going to affect us in profound ways and ripple effects that will help us realize our own power, come together, unify, and show up in the streets and at the polling places. I'm particularly talking about us folks in the United States of America as someone who lives in the U.S. But there are radical changes that are happening throughout the world, mainly thanks to millennials and Gen Z, and some Gen Alpha folks out there who are putting their necks out there and getting into the fray, because they don't like the world that they're seeing that is slowly developing. They don't like this authoritarianism. They don't like this dystopia that they see coalescing, and they're fighting against that, but they're also uniting collectively to create a better world. Something like a beautiful solar punk utopia that works for all of us. Something that is not pie in the sky, but is real. Real if we choose to make it so and fight for it. Something that comes to my mind in this context is the famous quote from A Bug's Life that actually comes from Hopper, who is basically kind of a totalitarian dictator in the ant's life world. He says, "You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1, and if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food, it's about keeping those ants in line." Instead, us worker ants need to unite and fight back, now more than ever. So in conclusion, the solar eclipse in Leo, and just the theme of this video at large, is let go or be dragged. This coming astrological event and threshold is going to force us to let go of what no longer serves us, or be dragged into the future, kicking and screaming, or with joy, with unity, and with empathy. And that quote, "let go or be dragged," that has become a theme of this video, is actually a Zen Buddhist proverb. The proverb, "let go or be dragged," means that holding on to things you cannot change, like the past, old pains, or outcomes that are outside of your control, well, it only brings you pain. If you refuse to release your grip, life will pull you forward anyway, leaving you hurt and exhausted. So instead, let go. Go with the flow, but step into your authentic power and use it as a tool for growth and transformation to help yourself and the collective at large. And well, I think that's gonna do it for this video. This has been Sapphire, and thank you so much for tuning in. Love you all so much. Namaste and blessed be. Take care, everyone.